Good afternoon. This is my presentation on exploring primary school teachers' perspectives on phonics instruction and engagement strategies. What we will be discussing today is the title of my study, research questions, my literature, my methodology, and my design and data. And to end it all, we will discuss my findings. My research questions, aims, and objectives followed along the lines of my titles. So, my research question was, how do primary school teachers perceive the importance of phonics instructions, challenges faced, and effective engagement strategies in teaching early reading skills? So, the whole aim, the whole point of this research was to help understand student teacher perspectives and experiences regarding phonics in the classroom. So I wanted to explore the teachers' views on why they thought it was important, identify any challenges that they faced during their time of teaching phonics, examine the strategies that help teachers to maintain learner engagement, and to gather insights on professional development related to phonics. Next, going back to my literature and ethical considerations, all ethical considerations were taken in place. I used qualitative research as it's very important for the complex human experiences, and I've written a whole list of all the literature that I have used. My methodology, as I mentioned, I used the qualitative research style. I employed semi-structured interviews to gather rich data. The participants were very intentional who I chose. And this gave me really enrichful feedback because it was other student teachers who had taught phonics in their classroom. So I was able to ask them questions about how they instructed on phonics and the challenges that they faced and how they thought they could overcome those challenges. Next, I went on to sampling and data collection, which I've briefly spoken on. I used sampling targets such as like experienced primary school teachers as well as student teachers. This I did through interviews, questionnaires, etc. I also grouped them into themes such as like challenges, engagement strategies, and professional development needs. This way, I was able to get a variety of data from different level experience of teachers. In my key findings, I found that phonics throughout all my interviews was viewed as a vital part of literacy. All of the teachers that I interviewed said that phonics was the beginning and foundational layer of literacy. They said without phonics, there would be no literacy. So a lot of the teachers understood and emphasized the importance of phonics. Some of the challenges that mostly the student teachers faced was irregular spelling and limited resources. Given that most of my interviews were done in a government school, the resources were obviously limited, and I think they found it harder because they couldn't just go onto a website and present it onto the smartboard and etc. So they had challenges in terms of resources, not meaning that they couldn't make their own. Some of the strategies that the older experienced teachers had mentioned were that for phonics, they found that really playful, engaging activities like hands-on teamwork, songs, things like that were really engaging. So they found that instead of just teaching the sound double R, they would say, ooh, poo at the zoo, and they'd make a little rhyme out of it. In terms of what the teachers needed in response to their responses, was that they said the ongoing training and resource support. So a lot of the teachers had done short courses, but they felt like, touches on each course would be better. So providing that support for professional development can improve the outcomes from student teachers, especially. The findings revealed that phonics is very vital and that if it's irregular, it can cause spelling issues, later on reading issues, and another issue was also the resources. And in my findings, I found that a lot of teachers suggested kinetic activities and expressed a need for ongoing professional development. here are my responses. Thank you very much.